Hello and welcome all you, what does it say, Jupiterians, all you Sagittarians, and welcome with me to this video with me, Veerle. Welcome to this video for your monthly horoscope for July 2013. What a challenging month this is for Sagittarians. Sagittarius is a fire sign, and if you don't have any planets in water, this is going to be a very challenging month for you. I don't mean a bad month, on the contrary, but it's going to be that deep month, and Sagittarians really want to go broad, and that is very interesting as well. So if you can combine the broadness and the depths, then you have it all, don't you? Now, what is going on? I have made a separate video of Jupiter and Lilith, because a lot of people are asking me about Lilith in the sign of Cancer. So I made a separate video about that, what it means and all of that. Now here, there's such an emphasis on Cancer. There is not only the Sun transiting there, also Mars transiting there, Mercury going retrograde and direct again around the 20th, 21st of the month. There is also a new moon in Cancer as well, so a new beginning at the 8th of the month. So such a focus on Cancer. That's why I made a separate video of those big transits, big shifts now, like Jupiter and Lilith going into your 8th house. Now this transit of Jupiter is about a year, and Lilith is about up until February of 2014. So that is a big message. Now, together with all those other planets, it's a bit of the aperitivo. It's a bit of the beginning of a time that has a focus on. Now, for you, it's the 8th house. Now, first of all, Jupiter is about expansion. You are Jupiter. That's the ruler of your chart. That's the ruler of Sagittarius. So you have shifted from 7th house to 8th house. And 7th house is relationship, one-to-one relationship, business relationships, and now it's the 8th house. And Jupiter is about expansion. It's in its exaltation, so it's quite happy there. It's very happy there. But Lilith is an opposite energy. Lilith is just not about expanding and all of that. It's about, hey, battling. It's about getting done what I want. It's about self-interest and equality. So combine all these energies and you have an understanding of a paradox that on the one hand, Cancer wants to give and wants to explore and wants to expand and wants to give to other people. And Lilith is about, hey, what about me, my self-interest? I want my equality. So for all of us, it's a balancing out of those two energies. And for you, it's the 8th house, which is an emotional house, which is a house of transformation. So a lot of Sagittarians, especially those who have a rising sign at Sagittarius, will have the opportunity to transcend from the hard aspects of their life, which is very beautiful, which is the Jupiter work, you won't see that on the outside. So you may not see that in your outside world, but that will happen on the inside, which is strong as well, maybe even stronger. When the changes and the expansion goes from within, then you can explore afterwards, when Jupiter goes into the 9th house, and a much more fiery house. So for a lot of Sagittarians, it will be about facing the difficult things in life, and for some it can be the taboos in their lives, and for others it will be the things that they fear the most, because it has to do with your self-worth as well. It opposes Pluto, especially next month in August. This energy is going to oppose Pluto in your 2nd house. So it has to do with your talents and your self-worth. On other levels, it can have to do with money. And I hope for you that with all this good Jupiterian energy in your 8th house, that you will gain money from other people. Or because the 8th house is the money of other people. or other institutions as well. But I think for a lot of people it will be more on a psychological level, on an inward level. So there is growth here, there is possibility of growth. And in Cancer, it's about emotional growth as well. And that other people don't always see, but that you will notice very well. So if there is stuff that wants to be healed as well, 8 houses is the metaphysical house, and it's the house of it's the house of things that are hidden, and it's the house of what we want to hide in our life, a bit similar to the 12th house. But the 8th house is the transformative energy. So after that, there is this transformation. So when you go through something that is very, very difficult and challenging, and you get there, then there is the the stepping up level, and that is something that Jupiterians, that is something that Sagittarians really, really like. So a lot of energy and a lot of thinking when it considers birth and death. This is also a theme, birth and death. So you will be thinking a lot, especially with Sagittarians rising, about birth and death. So maybe because, not because a lot of people are going to die around you, but it can make you think about our place here on Earth. It's also linked with death, actually, with the cycles of life, the cycles of going to its climax and then dying, the seasons. So it's all very deep stuff for a Sagittarian, I know, and it won't be every month like that, but this month in particular, it could be like that. There's also a chance for traveling, because Venus is also going to in your 9th house of Leo, so that can trigger it as well. That when you travel, you are forced to be dependent on yourself again, and that is good with that Lilith energy there. So if you can, go travel. Most Sagittarians like that. Wish you all the best, you Sagittarians. I put a link of that other video I made. I put a link of private consultations as well, and I put a link of classes that I'm going to give. So maybe you as a Sagittarian want to know a bit more about astrology. Well, I'm giving classes as from September. You can find all the details below. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.